Happy Saturday to every single one of you watching this video right now. I know if you are one of my subscribers, you're used to me saying happy Friday. So first, let me apologize for not making a video yesterday. And for those of you who are following my blog, I apologize for not making any posts, within the last week here. I've actually been super busy and I haven't really had the time to post. But what I'm going to do is today I'm going to go ahead and give you the update on Intellashares. I see a lot of people asking, what's going on? I don't see any earnings. I am, doing my ads every single day. I'm, reviewing other websites, but I haven't seen any earnings from that. Has the company folded? Have the owners run away? And so this is going to cover every single thing for you. And before we get started, I do want to shout out Edgar, who actually made this beautiful piece of art here with the Intellashares logo. But the reasoning why you're not receiving any earnings right now when things are not going the way you expect them to, or how they typically are within Intellashares, is because the website is under construction. Now, some of you may look a little confused when I say that, because you're able to access the website completely fine, and you're able to go in and log in and do whatever you need to do as you normally would on a daily basis. However, the company is going under major construction for the website. They're in the process of getting a lot of things taken care of, and I'll explain a little bit more in this video. And I am happy that they actually kept the website up for a short period of time here while they are doing some integration, because a lot of you who are unaware of what's happening, it probably would have caused some mass confusion and some mass panic. So the website is up right now. It's fully functioning at the moment, but that could change within the next couple of days here. So I just want to make sure everyone is aware of that. And the reasoning why the website is under construction is because Intellashares and the Four Horsemen are completing some much needed updates. Okay, so they're doing exactly what they need to do in order to make sure that Intellashares is around for the long haul. They could go ahead and speed through everything and kind of say whatever as far as the company goes and the earnings go, but they are a different kind of group. Okay, they are a different breed than what we've seen more recently in some other companies here. And I'm going to share with you why you're not going to just be able to lump Intellashares into a rev share company or a typical rev share company as other people may see it as. And right now we're going through some major updates, like I mentioned, and this is all for longevity. So some people may see this update and they may not agree with everything, and that's completely fine. Those people who would rather have income for the long term, I think this is going to really please them, as it has pleased me and a lot of other people in our community. So the first important thing that I do want to cover is that Intellashares is just going to be a subgroup or a division of what's going to be called the Intella Group for 2015 and beyond. And so one of the major parts there is they're going through some security changes. So you'll see a security audit that's being performed, which means that the database will be going through a full scan and audit for possible Trojans, viruses, adware, spyware, malware, backdoors, and hackers. And then you're going to have some added security features and measures that's going to allow you to make sure that no one gets into your personal account. We know that there are plenty of hackers out there. So basically, you're going to have the ability to have a Google Authenticator for your login process, and you'll have a physical app on your phone, and when you log in, you'll be able to go ahead and have a new password for you to log in. And so again, some people got afraid when they heard this, but this is completely optional. You do not have to have that, okay? But it's going to be integral. So they're going through the database here, discovering any loopholes, any soft points within the database or the system, and they're eradicating those. And so it's not just about money here. It's about making sure that the website is secure and that we don't have any or we're close to not having any type of situation where malware, spyware, hackers, etc. are getting into the site and taking your information. So this is very, very vital. The next thing is, we are right now, people know Intellashares as a advertising platform that shares revenue or gives you cash back for your advertising purchases. Now, with the Intella Group, we're going much further than that. So, I mean, you're still going to be able to purchase advertising for your business and get the cash back, per share or per advertising package that you purchase. However, we want to make sure that Intellashares is around for the long haul. So we are going to have an Intella shop. Now, the Intella shop will have Intellashares branded coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, pens, stationery, etc. You can see a couple of the products listed here, and there are going to be more to come. And what I love about the Four Horsemen is that they are actually seeking out the community to find out exactly what the community wants as far as products. So you're going to see a line from the Four Horsemen that you can purchase your t-shirts, your beanies, your hoodies, like you see at the bottom here, your coffee mugs as well. Everything is going to be able to be purchased, so you can represent this brand, which is going to basically build awareness outside of our community. So you walk outside with a t-shirt here, you walk outside with an IntelliShop bag, or you were walking outside, or you have your stationery or your pens. That goes a long way, because the more people see this brand, the more self-aware they become about it, whether consciously or unconsciously. So, they're going to see that. And when you mention it to someone, they may say, hey, you know what? I actually seen that around. I was wondering exactly what it is. Or they're seeing it so much that they may ask you, hey, what is Intella Group, or what is Intellashares? And so 95% of all of the sales that are through the Intella shop go directly towards the revenue sharing portion of the company. So not only are you supporting your brand, not only are you supporting your company, but you are also getting paid a portion of the revenue to do that as well. So why not encourage your teams to go out and maybe purchase a t-shirt, or get a mug, or get some pens, or get a couple of items here, because that's all going back towards your revenue as well. And not only that, you're you're helping the world to know who Intella Group is. Okay. Next is going to be the Intella Market. And so this is where you can actually go ahead and shop at normal places that you do online, like eBay, Best Buy, iTunes, Netflix, Amazon, and Ebates. And the Intella Group is going to get commissions for that, and they're going to put 95% of those commissions back towards your revenue, back towards the cash back on your advertising, back towards the cash in your pockets. Okay, so they're going to share 95% of the revenue generated, through these items here. So if you're going to buy, an iPhone, why not use the Intella Group's link to do that? Okay, you're helping yourself. Okay, it's not that hard to have maybe you, your family, your friends do you a favor. Say, hey, if you're gonna go shop on Best Buy, can you do me a favor and use this link to shop? It's the same company, it's just that you are helping the actual revenue of the company. So make sure you are spreading the word about the Intella Market. It's not just for people in Intellashares. Anyone in the world could utilize these links to go ahead and purchase their items. And so basically with eBay, Best Buy, Amazon, you can purchase almost anything that your heart desires. So if you're going to do it, why not do it through the Intella Market and help your company build momentum, help your company help you? So keep that in mind. The Intella Market is going to be, fabulous. If everyone in the community uses the Intella Market for their online purchases, can you imagine what earnings are going to do? And on top of that, if we share that with others, hey, go ahead, get cash back, shop at the Intella Market, etc., do you know what is going to happen to earnings? They are going to just be phenomenal, okay? They are really, really going to be phenomenal, and you're going to notice that within your back office, okay? So take this seriously. Get this out to your teams if you are already in Intellashares. Get this out to your group, okay? Because everyone needs to understand exactly what we have here. Everyone needs to take it seriously, okay? And so speaking about money, we want to talk about the changes that are going to happen within Intellashares as far as commissions go, as far as earnings go, as far as withdrawals go. So I'm going to be covering every single block that you see here in the next couple of slides to kind of give you a little bit more detail about, you know, what's happening with Intellashares as part of the Intella group. The first thing is memberships. So originally there was one membership plan where it was $10 per month, once you reached 100 shares in order to continue to grow your shares beyond the 100 advertising share packs to get more cash back. There will now be 3 membership plans, and the plans will be announced, but now you're going to pay the membership weekly from your payment processors. So you're going to have the cash inside of your payment processor in order to, keep that going, and it's going to be withdrawn basically on a weekly basis instead of a monthly basis. So I want to stress that you can't pay for these memberships from your cash earned balance or your repurchase balance to purchase more ad space. And I don't want anyone to panic, because your membership is still free for everyone who has under 100 shares. But once you get above 100 shares, it'll be the $10 per month, or basically $2.50 per week. And then once you get over 1,000 shares, those plans will be announced, and those will be paid on a weekly basis. I want to stress the reasoning why this is, because I heard some people, well, why I don't understand why we can't use it from the cash earned balance or our repurchase balances when we have that there. And the reasoning why is, with any company, you need fresh funds, okay? You need fresh income to come in, in order for you to continue to grow and continue to prosper. This is a way to keep fresh funds, coming into the business, to keep healthy cash flow coming into the business on a weekly basis. So I feel like you're going to be earning a lot faster on your shares, and you're going to be earning a lot more, and that's because the company is doing what they need to do in order to have healthy cash flow on a daily, a weekly, and a monthly basis. The next thing I want to cover is, before we were not getting any commissions on memberships that were generated. So, if you had a personal referral who had 100 shares or more, they were paying $10 per month. You weren't getting anything for that. Your membership was not commissionable at all. That is getting ready to change. So when someone in your downline purchases a membership, you will now have commissions on that sale. So you will get 5% for each membership purchase, okay? So that is going to help aid you in basically increasing your ad packages and getting your ad out there to more people. It's also going to help you earn more cash back to do even more advertising or whatever you so choose to do. The next thing I want to cover is the earnings. The first is your limits on daily and monthly earnings. So members will now be able to earn up to $2,400 per month, and that may be revisited in cash back for the smart packs that you purchase without having any referrals. Now that number used to be somewhere around 4,000, but because people were abusing the system, they were completely, milking it, and earnings were not where the owners wanted it to be for the rest of the members. They actually changed that, and again, this may be revisited as healthy cash flow comes into the business, as purchases in the Intella market are happening, etc. That number may be revisited. But right now it's $2,400 per month, which I think is extremely reasonable. Okay, I think it's very, very reasonable. Now, what the company owners want you to understand is that Intellashares or Intella Group is not here to replace your income. Okay, it's not here to replace your income at all. This should be considered, a side income or a side project that you use as a stepping stone to get you into, more positive cash flow to be able to do other things. It's primarily for you to advertise your businesses. Therefore, please do not count on this as your first source of income. So take the money that you earn here, advertise your business, but seek other reputable companies to utilize these funds to grow somewhere else as well. So there's nothing wrong with having this as a side income. Just don't expect to become overly wealthy from this opportunity. Okay. And so just like in before on the past comp plan, instead of $8,000 a month with 80 paid referrals, you're actually going to make $4,800 a month, or you can earn up to $4,800 per month on your smart packs with 80 paid referrals, and you're able to double what you would have been able to earn had you not had any withdrawals. Withdrawals will now be Monday through Friday, and you're able to withdraw $120 per day on those specific days. Now, I do want to talk about smart pack maximums, repurchases, and commissions on those smart packs. So the maximum of smart packs is not 4,500 anymore. It's actually going to become variable. So, it can either be more or less. So basically there is no set maximum on sales generated, which mean that your earnings can fluctuate. So the company has considered now either raising the maximum or lowering it depending on the amount of sales that we have come into the company, which I think is very smart. The company will also set the compounding rate, and that's going to fluctuate depending on earnings to make sure that everything is stabilized. So you could see 80-20 one day, 100 to 0 the next day, 75-75, 50-50, etc. And basically it's your repurchase rate to the cash. So basically when you earn money or your cash back, 80% of it one day may go into your repurchase wallet, so you can purchase more ad space while you get 20% of that in cash. Other days you may have 100% repurchase rate while you get $0 in actual cash back, etc. So before we used to get 10% on our personal referrals when they purchase our smart packs, or repurchase smart packs. That is now changing to 8% on your personal referrals. So you're not going to receive the full 10%. You're going to get 8% on your first referrals. So I want to make sure that everyone is clear. Again, these are all for the longevity of the program. So, I would rather earn $2,400 or $4,800 per month, years down the line than to earn, $5,000 per month, 1 month, and then have the company die. Okay. So to me, this is very important, and I hope that you can all see the value in what the Four Horsemen are doing with this opportunity. And it's completely outside of anything that I've ever seen with a revenue sharing program. And so I'm happy about that. What I want to do now is really encourage you to join our Facebook community if you are in Intellashares. So all you would need to do is get in contact with the person who invited you to Intellashares to go ahead and add you to the Facebook group, because there are so many updates listed within Facebook. All you have to do is read through them. I mean, they're posted on a daily basis by one of the Four Horsemen, and we have a couple of horsemen who are extremely active within the Facebook group, so they are accessible. I want to make sure that you are in that group and you know exactly what's going on. So get in contact with your sponsor, or me if I am your sponsor, to be a part of that Facebook group, and they will add you, and you'll be able to go ahead and see firsthand what the Four Horsemen are up to. You'll get the updates first, and so it's really important, and it's really vital for you to really treat this like a business that is basically allowing you to advertise any company you want and earn money for it. So whether your ad campaign fails or not, you are still potentially able to earn more than what you've paid for the ad. And so that's simply amazing. And now with the products happening here, I feel like this is going to completely skyrocket. But in order for you to understand the magnitude of what I'm talking about, you really, really, really have to go and join the Facebook group. So get in contact with me. My email address is going to be below this video. If you're in Intellashares with me, I will go ahead and give you the Facebook link in order for you to be added to the group. Now, we don't want any people spamming or disrupting, so I really want people who are already in Intellashares to join the group here. So, but if you have any other questions, you can feel free to get in contact with me and I'll get those answered for you. Again, my contact information is below. So when is Intellashares going to be back up and running? When do we expect things to start skyrocketing like I expect them to? So I want you to mark your calendar, because we're actually going to be up and running by March the 30th of 2015. Now, this is subject to change, but it looks like we are on point for everything to be ready to go by March 30th of 2015, which is basically not this Monday coming up, but the following Monday. So in the meantime, you can still refer, so you can get people joined in your organization and registered in your organization. They can't add funds to purchase any smart packs or anything like that right now because of the integration that we're doing, because of all of the updates that are happening within the company. But they can go ahead and basically lock in their spot, make sure that, you know, their payment processor has the funds there so they are ready to go with their apparel that they want to purchase, or their stationery, or any of the items that are going to be available in the Intella shop and the Intella market. And I've only covered a small amount of things, and there are a lot more that's coming. So really this is going to really take off, and I'm super excited about where Intellashares is headed and how many people this is going to really benefit. So that is the end of my update here. I do hope that it kind of covered a little bit of the information for those people who hate to read, you know, and I can understand you don't like to read at all. So hopefully this visual helped a little bit with understanding the changes or some of the changes that are going to take place here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below and I will do my best to go ahead and answer them for you. Again, I'm a member just like you, so I'm not, you know, a part of any ownership or anything like that, but I will do my best to see if I can find the answer for you. And if you haven't registered yet, now is the time to do it. So go ahead, get your position, you know, so that you can purchase your ad spaces when the company is ready to go within another week or so. Okay, so now is not the time to just sit around. Make sure you get registered with either me or the person who originally introduced you to Intellashares, and we'll get you started on the right path. And again, happy Saturday to you. This is Marquita, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.